Thank you, Reverend Heckler. Thank you very much to each and every one of you for joining in this event. It was a year ago. I was home when I first got the news that my friend Gabby Giffords, who's actually a little younger than I am, and who was in the Congress a term before I was, so she too is a relatively new member of Congress. And I'll never forget that moment when I got the news that she had been shot along with a number of other people in Arizona. We make a mistake, I think, if we look at Gabby Giffords' shooting as necessarily an outcome of an overly polarized or an uncivil dialogue. The reality is she was shot by a deranged individual who had probably too ready access to dangerous weapons. I'd want to put a slightly different spin on what happened in Arizona, because Gabby, as I said, was a friend of mine, and she, I think, I said was, Gabby is a friend of mine. Her recovery has been nothing short of miraculous. And that moment, I will tell you, on the floor of the House of Representatives some months ago when she showed up to cast a vote for something, I think the House is as polarized probably as it has ever been. In some moments, maybe as mean as it's ever been, but you know, all 435 reps stood up, and I got to tell you, there weren't dry eyes in the House as people celebrated that incredible recovery she made and the strength of spirit that she has shown. The angle I want to take on Gabby and maybe just share with you is that she was a Democratic representative in a very Republican place. And as a result, she was open to all sorts of points of view. That got her into trouble with her own party and, of course, with the other party. She was a young woman, and she came from a Jewish family, and you know, in a part of the world that is not very Jewish. So Gabby, to me, personified the kind of openness, the kind of willingness to embrace difference in a graceful, kind, and thoughtful way that maybe is what this day should be about. She was a light and will be a light on the floor of the House of Representatives. So I think it's right that we use this event to catalyze a recommitment on all of our parts to the notion of civility.